It's Monday giving you the blues. Let's turn that frown upside down. Because this is MailCall Monday. Got a massive CGC spec play going on right over my shoulder here. And we got a little mini spec play going on. So buckle up, stay tuned, and enjoy the ride. Welcome back. It's Monday. Ooh, show me where Monday hurt you on the dial here, because Mondays are gonna Monday. If you guys can't tell, I got allergies like crazy going on. And forgot to readjust that. Yes, got two awesome packages that I cannot wait to dig into. We're gonna hit up this chat in just a minute. Like I said, we got a Something's Killing the Children spec play going on back here, and we've got a secret hidden gem spec play going on that includes a CGC slab back here. But pause for a second and think, why is a Macy's box on Comic Man Andy's desk? Let's get into this in just a second. So welcome to the Comic Man Andy Comic Cave Comic Dojo. You guys, I hope, are fired up just as much as I am. Let's get into this chat, see who's hanging out here. Nemesis Prime, what's up, man? Throw me a link. I want to party with you. That is actually an excellent idea. Let's see if we can shoot Nemesis Prime the link here real quick, because this one play that we've got to unbox is going to be very fitting and right up this man's alley here. So there's that link dropped right on there. X11 Bravo, good to see you, man. Hope your Monday wasn't as terrible as it could have been out there. Stout man. Hopefully you're drinking a stout. Good to see you, man. What is going on? Don, House of L Comics, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Just got your package the other day. Hoping to do that thing next Monday on the MailCall Live as well there. Mishu Seaman, allegedly, good to see you. Ooh, Monday, man. Monday is almost over for everybody here. If you're on the West Coast, you're on the home stretch. Everybody else here, we are done, and it is time to unwind. Goat99, what's good, man? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Walter Cruz, what is up? Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Oh, boy. Who else we got hanging out? Luke Jackson. Monday was like a Hulk smash. Ouch. Yes, you'll have those days. That is why we are here down in the Comic Man Andy Comic Cave Comic Dojo. About to battle it out with some boxes here. Oh, this is going to be a good one. I am pumped. I am amped. Ooh, yes, absolutely. Macy's, are you becoming an underwear model? Should I? Possibly. Maybe. But that's the weird thing. A Macy's box? We're going to dig into this, and it is going to be crazy. Because if there's one thing that we will dig into this soon. Shadow R4T, what is up? Thanks for being here. Paul Dunn, good to see you, man. See who else is popping in here. Thanks, everybody, for being here. He's here. He's hanging out. What is good, Prime? How are you, man?
What's up, Andy? How are you? I am awesome on this Monday night.
What up, Slim? So it's MailCall Monday. I've got a couple of massive spec plays that I want to go over here. And if you're
awesome
out for a little bit, that's awesome. I'm honored because one of these is right up your alley. I'm going to dig into this one to start because the show title tonight, right, guys? Grader's Notes on a 9.6? Nah. Yep. Kid you not. But before we get into that, we finally got some more Something's Killing the Children books in here.
You don't say, Andy. You don't say.
I don't know about everybody else, but I bought way more than I probably should have.
I got Grader Notes on a 9.8. So I want to know, if I didn't get Grader Notes, would I have gotten a 9.9?
That is a good question. Now that you mention that, the last CGC unboxing I did with the books from the Geek Aficionado, he pressed those Mexican Saga variants for me. Those had Grader's Notes on them as well, and they came out 9.8s. Holy tape job on this. But it's half the Monday fun. People probably just love watching me struggle with packages.
Got to be prepped for these things.
Well, part of it's like I really like the authenticity of having to actually open these live too, because good.
I want to send you a box cutter.
I have one right here. It's one of those things though where the Ji Hung Lee.
Ooh.
Ji Hung Lee?
Ji Hung Lee, yes. I got mine today.
He's taking a number right out of Simpleman's Comics playbook there with the packaging. He had the heavy-duty Gemini on there. So I picked up on this and got excited about it when I found out that this was, out of all of the releases happening with Something's Killing the Children, this is the only foil variant for this one. I don't think there was any other ones. I looked and looked and looked.
No, I don't think so. What's interesting about this variant is I blind bought this from his website before the photos went up. And then I ordered it from his website and I forgot. And then I ordered it, I believe it was from Frankie's Comics as well, because they had the exclusive. So I have 2 sets.
Yeah, I was surprised to still find these available on his website. And then even after the book release, they were still available for a hot minute. And I don't know. I should go back and look and see if they sold out yet, because the eBay prices on these are all over the place, I think.
Let's take a look on his website while you're doing that. So Ji
Boy,
Hung
he
Lee.
really packaged these.
So yeah, you could still get the trade and the foil for $40 on his website.
In the set, huh?
Yeah. Let's see if I add it to cart, see what happens. Make sure it's there. Yeah, it's there. So $40 for the trade and the foil. They also have the trade dress for $20. Trade dress signed with COA is $35. Trade CGC 9.8 signature series for $120, or the Virgin signature series 9.8 for $150 is not bad either.
Wow. I am kind of shocked.
That's actually not bad at all.
No. I told myself I wasn't going to go crazy with issue 16 releases, and thankfully I didn't. I only bought 2 of the variants. One being these sets, and they're killer.
Oof.
And I tuned in on these, like I said, because of, oh my Lord, these are stupid gorgeous in person.
Yep.
I think these are being slept on big time.
100%. I think anytime the foils come out, when we did the auction, 2 weeks ago, I had that number 11, that Jenny Frazone one, that foil. People slept on it, and then eventually it's sold out, and now it's like minimum $100 to $150.
Yeah, and I grabbed 2 sets when I saw them. I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is the only foil variant that's coming out for this. That means if people sleep on it at some point, it's a minor key for the run, right? Origin of Eric Slaughter. It's considered a minor key or just a key in general.
Hey, I would take a foil all day. I think they're awesome. Between the number 1, you have the number 1, the number 11 foil. You have what's the other Jenny Frizz on the 6? No, the 6 is not foil. There's 3 foils, I believe, now so far.
Yep. And I missed out on the second one. I got the first foil from Sanctum Sanatorum. And I think they did the second foil, which was for issue, what'd you say, number 6? I think you're right.
I know they're all the Jenny Frazone ones, so
yeah. Oh, I've got to dig in and look. But oh man, so the fact that those are still available is nuts. I've seen them priced for double what they were selling. I think there's $40 a set on his website. Did Frankie's charge the same? $40 a set?
Yeah, I think they were the same. Let's see what they're going on for eBay. Ji Hung Lee set. People are selling 30 for the trade, and then foils people are asking 55 free shipping. So it's not much more on eBay, but I mean, you might as well save some bucks and just order directly from their website.
Yeah. God. Oh, how does that go again?
I love gold.
I gotta dub that to say foil either way, but it's a good looking set. Like I couldn't go out and get all of the variants. There were 44 of them.
Oh, I don't even know.
So I kind of honed in on what I could find that was readily available because I did sleep on it a little bit. I didn't get I wasn't tuning into the variants as they were dropping. And then I realized, well, if this is the only foil and it starts catching some heat. Now, granted, the print run is going to be a lot higher than the first 6, 7, or 8 issues right? But still, it's a foil. Look at
Mhm.
the local comic shop day foil of number 1. That was, I don't even know if I want to say heavily printed, but I mean, it's got a fairly decent print number on that, and those things are going pretty well.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. I think it's slept on right now. And when people realize about it and realize that it's not like who else did, like John Gallagher did one. There's,
Yep.
I don't even know. I have a half of them are still like in transit to be. Every day I feel like a new variant pops up from Something is Killing the Children.
Yep. And the John Gallagher one is actually the one that I grabbed the most of, because to me that screams Netflix advertisement or some branding and advertisement poster for that series. It's just really, really, really detailed and looks really good on the cover. And they were cheap. They were actually the cheapest. It was the cheapest variant on all of them. And it was limited to 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was $15 was the cheapest that I found on an outofthevault.com, I think, out in Canada.
Okay. I can't remember where I ordered mine. I probably ordered from them as well. If that was their original run, that's probably where I got it. I actually just traded with somebody. I bought a bunch of the Very Gary ones, and I traded for a set of the Slab City, which was a really nice copy as well, because I didn't get those for issue 16. I missed out on the set. And me and this guy traded. And it was actually pretty funny. He lives out in like the Midwest, but he actually grew up here in New Jersey. So when I told him where I lived, he's like, "Oh my God!" He's like, "I grew up like 20 minutes from you." And then we just started talking of like the different towns and everything. And obviously, Something is Killing the Children and comics. So it was good. Small world.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I couldn't buy all of them, like I said, so I grabbed these because I definitely wanted to get a set graded. And God, wow, these things look great, and they're gonna look even better in a slab. But something is definitely killing my wallet because I tell myself not to go for more of them, and yet here I am back buying a ton more, and now I'm looking for back issues for 1 through 7 and 1 through 8.
Oof.
And the ones that I am finding available are definitely people are like, yep, they're charging that premium for them, and it's like, I get it. I would really like a set to get graded, and I really would like a set to potentially sell later on, but I've got one of everything minus a couple of copies.
Okay.
So I'm missing the one in the bathtub. What's that? The 4th print of number 2?
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. 4th
I
print
think
2 or 3rd?
Yeah.
Issue 2 or 3?
Or the 2nd print of 3. I can't quite remember. Either way.
That one was tough.
So that is the quick little spec play, because I thought at $40 a set, that was like a no-brainer. So I grabbed 2 sets, $80. Potentially get both of them graded, or at least get one. Something's killing my line of credit. Absolutely goat. But what I really want to get into tonight for Monday is this box behind me. So we're going to start the official segment. Check out Andy's package.
I have a package for you.
And boy, do I have a package.
Oh, jeez.
Who ships a slab in a 3-time used, like I saw 3 other shipping labels on this thing, Macy's box. So we're going to dig into this. This was an eBay win, by the way. And I have not bought much off of eBay at all. And I'm trying to curb that completely. But I mean, when you find a book and you find out it's got grader's notes when it potentially probably shouldn't, like, they don't really guarantee grader's notes above 9.0, I guess.
Let me tell you, it's odd. Like I said, I got the 9.8 was actually the Something is Killing the Children book. I sent in 5 different copies, or 5 different issues, I should say, for Something is Killing the Children. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. It was for number 1, the 6th printing. Came back at 9.8. It said 1 finger bend, the left center of back cover. So if I didn't have that, would I have gotten like a 9, or 10 possibly?
Oof. Did you have that press and clean too?
No.
Oh,
just had it. But I still got a 9.8. It's odd. But then I got a 9.2 in that same a batch of books, and I didn't get any graders notes.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know, but here we can see it says Fragile Macy's, an old shipping label from somewhere else. There was another one on top of that, and then there was my page pasted over that. So you can tell the box has seen better days.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
looks like
getting
it.
pretty crunchy to the point where I wouldn't want to reuse it. So this is why I really like doing this on Mondays, is just to see exactly how things are packaged. So little homemade protection going on. I like that better than nothing. And this actually, I mean, look at that. That's
pretty
actually
good.
packaged pretty damn well. Oh, and there's a whole layer of bubble wrap on the bottom, and then it's all wrapped up here. I'm going to yeet that right out of the way. So this is actually a good sign. Nothing's taped. Oh, no. Smoke. Like heavy cigarette smoke.
Well, hopefully it's just the bubble wrap if that's where it was.
I hope, yeah. That's... I know the charcoal trick. There's a charcoal trick, and there's some other tricks that... But, like... I mean, oh... As soon as I started unwrapping it, it started hitting me. It's cigarette smoke.
Guy was chain smoking when he was selling books.
So one last little layer here, and then the... Oh. So, Darth Vader, number 3, CGC 9.6. And now this is an older label book.
Uh-huh.
So it's an older label book, older CGC case, Gen 3, no, 2 maybe? I don't know, but it's a 9.6 Darth Vader number 3. I paid really close attention to the pictures. Generally, these books all had wear and rub issues down by Luke's foot, down here, and or up here by the staple. I didn't see that anywhere on the book. Now, why was I really excited to find this and actually bid on this on eBay? I kid you not, guys. I paid for the grader's notes when it said, I did the number lookup and it said there was grader's notes on a 9.6, and I'm like, wait, what? Check this out. 9.6 modern, left top front cover small bend, right center back cover small bend. That $5 potentially, if this comes back a 9.8, which based on those graders notes, a CPR of this should come back a 9.8.
Yeah, those are definitely good graders notes. Those are the best that you could hope for.
Yeah. So I saw that, and I actually paid a premium over the last few sales of a 9.6. I think I paid another $40 or $50 more than I wanted to, and I'm like, it's kind of one of those gambles. It's worth a shot because the corners were super sharp. The problem with these Star Wars books is they always have like edge wear challenges, and then the rubbing on the back by the staples. So
it's a lot of Marvel books. It's all Marvel books. It's not just Star Wars, believe me. But I know what you're talking about, because my Darth Vader 3s that are 9.6s, that's the issues with them as well, is the rubbing on the back cover. 100%.
So the slab doesn't smell at all, which is good. But I'm going to have to get this under some better light, because I'm not seeing anything that they said on the grader's notes. Maybe I just took myself for a ride down the road too, because maybe it was a grader having a bad day. I don't know, but either way, I am stacking this up. This is a book that I'm buying in heavy too, because Dr. Aphra is, no joke, probably one of the coolest new edition as far as characters go within the last like 10, 15 years, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely for the Star Wars universe.
I mean, it's like the female Indiana Jones with 2 murder droids. How do you not do a whole series of shows or movies just around that avenue of the Star Wars universe? I mean, it would be a shame to not go big or go home with that. You know what I mean?
No force powers, just a regular chick.
Yeah.
Robots. I'm down.
Yeah, that'd be super cool. But that was one of those. I saw that, and I saw the fact I always look up graders notes on anything that I'm paying attention to that I'm seriously interested in online.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the first book that I found that I was like shopping around for that had graders notes above a 9.0. Like I got those 2 9.8 Mexican Saga variants that ended up having graders notes at 9.8, but I purchased those raw and had them graded, so I wasn't shopping around for them technically.
Mm-hmm.
So to find that with grader's notes, I'm like, I've probably put $50 or $60 into paying for grader's notes for them to not work out and me not buying a slab.
Mhm.
But those $50 or $60 probably saved me $300, $400, $500.
That's a great investment. Old label, anytime. I'm in the same thing. You look at older slabs, definitely even older books, but I'm sure that is definitely not press. The grader's notes are perfect. And what's it? You crack it, you spend another $20. Maybe you spend $10 to $15 to press it, and then another $20 to grade it. You're still going to be in it once she pops up.
Yeah,
There's no doubt.
I think at a minimum another $50 into shipping fees, pressing, cleaning, grading. So for what I paid for that, plus another $50 is well under what 9/8 are going for right now. Well under. So there's equity in that book immediately.
Mhm.
And I have like 4 or 5 other slabs I want to have CPR'd. So instead of sending 1 or 2 out, I want to send out like 8 or 9 of them or 10 of them
Mhm.
in one shot because it's kind of a labor intensive situation. Like the Geek Aficionado has my Star Wars 42 copies and he's going through those. And I almost feel bad for only sending a few of those. And I'm like, I probably should have done like a bigger get up, like a bulk kind of get up, like 8 or 9 or 10 or something like that.
Mhm.
Either way, those ones, the current turnaround time on a fast track, if I'm lucky, I'll get those books back before the Book of Boba Fett starts. If
It's
I'm lucky.
so not worth it.
If I'm lucky.
Because are those modern? Was the book Star
Yep.
Wars 42? Oh yeah,
I
it
think
is modern because it's
I
like
think it's
70 or it's
76.
80. Yeah.
Or
It's older. No, it's like 79 or 80 because
why
Star
did I
Wars
think
is
76?
79,
Yeah,
77. So
they're still considered modern. I fast tracked them,
Mhm.
but pretty much every presser and cleaner that I know is backlogged right now. There's a wait. There's so much backlog with everything going to CGC right now that all of the third-party presses and cleaners are backlogged to the point where it's like I'm actually putting deposits down on spots
Wow.
for 10 book allotments every month starting next month through the rest of this year. I'm sending 10 books out to cleaners and pressers so that in 2021 I'm hopefully getting a CGC unboxing every month or every other month or something like that. I have got 2 short boxes worth of books here that I want to send to CGC that I didn't send out to CGC in the beginning of 2020 because I didn't like their turnaround times then. Now I'm just biting the
Really?
bullet. Yeah. Now I'm just biting the bullet and I'm going to, I think about 10 books, if the numbers kind of escape me at the moment, but for 10 books, it's roughly around that $400 mark by the time everything is said and done, pressing, cleaning, shipping, all that other jazz. I think it was between $400 and $500. So if
Hmm.
I can budget for that accordingly and make things work out, I would much rather have that bill every month or every other month than a $3,000 or $4,000 bill in one shot for 50 books or
Hmm.
70 books or whatever.
Yeah, CGC. I last year I was sent. I wish there was a way because you can only go 6 months back on CGC to see your invoices. I wish there was a way to actually see your entire invoice for like the whole year or be able to search it. Last year, I was sending books constantly and I was getting books back every month. Even towards the end of the year, I'm looking at my CGC stuff now. I had one that was it was regular modern. It was received on October 30th and shipped out November 25th. That's
Ooh.
less than a month.
Yeah.
Like now I don't even do that. Like that's not even fast tracking anymore.
I know the last, what was it? Fall of 19 and got it back at the beginning of 2020 were those Saga Mexican variants.
Mhm.
And I just did 4 of those. And I think those were 3 months for the standard grading. And
Okay.
that felt long then. And now fast track is another month beyond that. And the standard grading is 6 months of working days, essentially.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's bad. It's
Yeah.
really bad.
Current
Big Will
turnaround.
Comics, what's up, man? Thanks for being here. Always print 2, 1 to send and 1 to save. Yeah, I've been doing that since I was a kid in the 90s. Buy one, save one. Buy one, save one. And it's just like ingrained into me now that whenever I'm buying something, unless it's brand new modern books on Wednesday off of the shelf, it's got to be something really special for me to go back and buy more. It really is. But that's just, man. Then you posted that pic today on Instagram for multiple Mondays or multiple comic Mondays, and my jaw hit the floor. How many copies of Darth Vader 3 was that?
I had it in my head. 23 regular copies between first, second, third, fourth print, 2 variants of the 1 in 25, and then 2 of the Halloween Fest created. So 27 total.
Oh man. That's a haul.
And I was buying them like for nothing last year, like $40 to $50, $60 for raws. I'm talking raws. The most I spent on a 9.8 was like $1.25. It was just even, and then I had a raw 1 in 25 variant that I bought when it first came out. Probably I paid like ratio, so $25. And then last year on Lords of the Long Box, we did for cover price. I think it was like March. It popped up, the variant popped up, and I immediately was on eBay and I paid for a 9.6. I paid $280.
Ooh.
$280 for a 9.6 of that 125.
I'm still killing myself. If JP's still in the chat here hanging out, JP's Budget Collecting had a 9.8 of that he posted on Instagram. Hey, I'm looking to move this. So we messaged him, and my wife and I sat down and we're like, this is a book on our list. This is a big get book for us that we really want for the Dr. Aphra for the Star Wars collection. We sat down and we're like, it's not quite the time. And we're like, we feel like we could play that spec play that high and low. Turns out that Aphra's breaking the mold on that one, and there is nothing but climb for that book. And we messaged JP back and we're like, hey, now's not the time for us. Pretty sure I'm going to regret this decision. But he immediately sold it like before I could even finish speaking. Somebody else already claimed it. I'm like, okay, well, that's the universe telling me that now's not the time.
Yeah.
Well,
what was he asking?
I don't know if JP was, don't punch me, JP. It was like $700 for that book for a 9.8. And now that book's trending at about $2,000. I think the last few sales have been hovering just under or just above $2,000.
Yeah, I just watched one.
They're approaching $3,000.
The last one ended just under 2,100 on an auction. So
okay,
I was watching it just to see where it's at. I was actually curious.
I watch every one of those because I'm just like, and now I'm in the position where doing those auctions with Skeff and on his channel, starting to get rid of let go of a lot of the other books that aren't going to stay in the PC that other people want, and giving them really good deals. Like, yes, let's run this for half of what you can find it on eBay or something like that. I'm like, eventually, like, I'm going to get caught up financially and be able to pick up that book, hopefully. But so many other things just happened. So now I've made the commitment, and I had about a half an hour phone call today with Chancellor and aka Mr. Bolo, and I'm going to start selling on Whatnot starting this Friday. So Whatnot will be my first live stream, or this Friday will be my first live stream on Whatnot. And I'm going to be putting together a pretty cool run of Batman, Superman, a lot of the stuff that's not going to stay in my PC. And I found a ton of Marvel stuff out of the 80s that I should probably put in there and see how that's going to go. Yeah, like X11 Bravo's been hanging out on Whatnot. That's been a lot of fun watching people do live streams and live auctions on Whatnot. It's like if you took the best part of YouTube, the best part of Facebook Marketplace, and the best parts of eBay and jumbled them all together. The bidding, like the comments in the live stream of the comments doesn't interrupt the bidding at all whatsoever. So you can still sit there and hang out socially and chat up a storm. And I'm watching these minute-long auctions just get furious and go into town on like $5 books going for $10 or $15. There's a ton of people are having so much fun with this because you can eliminate sniping. You can completely eliminate sniping. So if anybody bids in the last 10 seconds, it adds another 10 seconds to that.
Oh, okay.
And if somebody back bids that, it adds another 10 seconds. So if there's two people that are going back and forth, they can potentially add another 20, 30, 40 seconds to the auction. So you can choose to toggle that off or turn that off. And I'm like, this is great because there are a ton of $2, $3, $4 copies of books that I can bundle into 4-book lots, start them for $1 and let people have their fun with them. And with those 4-book lots and the packaging method that I'm using, I can ship them off for like $6, $7. I'm like, it's a great way to move. Hopefully it'll be a great way to move a lot of books over time.
Yeah, I signed up for Whatnot. I downloaded the app, but I haven't checked it out, and I have heard some good stuff for it. So, if I'm not doing anything Friday night, I'll definitely pop in. I know a couple people use that Pop Shop Live. I don't know if you've heard about that.
Not that one yet.
Okay, so that's really interesting because that one, so people sell everything on there, like everything from like toys to collectibles to, clothes, whatever it is. But what's cool about it is you'll be talking and you're saying, all right, well, I want to sell this book. So what you do is you can do this pre the show or during the show. You literally put up the book and you take a picture of the book and then it goes into almost like your selling list. So then people can actually it's a buy it now. So people can actually buy that book, but you can keep going with more books and that list creates on the side of the app. And then what's awesome is it's unlimited. It's like $5.99 unlimited shipping. So you don't even pay for the shipping. Like those people pay for it directly through Pop Shop Live. And let's just say I come into your stream like 30 minutes late. I can go down the list of all the books that you've posted and say something hasn't sold yet. I can click buy it. And that's a great way. And it's unlimited. Like I said, $5.99 unlimited shipping. So if I only see one book that I want, I'm like, maybe you're only selling it for $5. Do I really want to pay another $5.99? I'll go down your list. I'll stay in the whole time. And then everything gets put together. Boom. I'm total shipping. And you pay for it immediately. So it's not like somebody is like screwing you at the end of the day.
Yeah, it seems like there's something similar with Whatnot where you have like a shop or a store. You hit a little like price tag button on the bottom right-hand corner and it brings up your entire auction list and the order that you're intending to deliver that auction list. And then you can add a bunch of buy it nows on there too.
Okay.
So in the middle of the auction, while you have an item up and people are cruising through your list, checking out what you have going on in your auction, they can stop or they can buy stuff right there and then while other auctions are happening while you're doing an auction.
Okay. That's interesting.
I've only watched about 8 or 9 live auctions, and what's crazy is you get into they're big, really where a lot of the tension is there on Whatnot, the Pokemon cards, sports cards, and it gets nuts, and they do card breaks. I remember some basketball card packs out of the 90s that I used to collect as a kid. The guy's like, all right, here's this, go. And it was a minute auction, and there was like 4 packs of cards that went for like $50 or $60. And it was a card break. It was a live card break. And they were searching for Shaquille O'Neal rookies, if I remember right.
Okay.
I'm like, that is actually really... I almost bought in on that just to be part of the fun. And I don't even collect sports cards anymore. And then my understanding is these guys with the Pokemon cards boy, do I sound like an old man, get off my lawn, but they're doing breaks with Pokemon cards and they're searching for all of these really expensive cards there as well. And I'm hearing rumor of minute auctions and some of this stuff going for thousands of dollars.
Damn.
Yeah. Like just going crazy. So I'm really excited to do this Friday. I got a lot of work ahead of me because I got to preload pretty much everything in the app for the auction.
Okay.
But that means you sit down, set up your phone, click to start your auction, and then you just run your books. It's like there's no housekeeping during the auction. You just run the books and go through them, set them aside, and then you go to your seller's dashboard, and it tells you who bought what, where it's going to ship to, and then they pay for the shipping, and then on Whatnot, you can print off the shipping labels right there on the seller's dashboard. And you're done.
Right.
And then just
I'm gonna have to look into this. I actually signed up for I'm pretty sure you may have seen it with CGC myslabs.com. So I signed up for that. And I signed up for a seller. So I went through the whole seller application and I got approved because you have to send them if you have an eBay account, you have to show them your eBay account, like not just like anybody's. You have to like show them where it shows like my profile. So it's like my name showing. I just send a screenshot of my feedback, tons of information. And it's like, from what I saw, it's like 1% commission to them, which is hell of a lot better than eBay.
Yep.
So, I mean, I'm going to start listing some because I was using Shortbox for a while. I sold some stuff, people did some best offers. I just didn't like the way it worked, like as far as like payment, that I really wasn't a fan of. And a lot of times what would happen is people would best offer me and I wouldn't know about it because it would go to my spam. And then I
Ooh.
would get a message from like Shortbox saying, "Hey, we sent you a best offer. What's going on?" And I'd be like, "Oh, really?" So I'm going to check out my slabs. Like I said, I just got approved this week or the end of last week for the seller account. So I'm going to list them up there and see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Whatnot a try. 8 p.m. Friday night. It's just like if anybody's on Whatnot right now that wants to follow me, it's just search for Comic Man Andy.
I'm going to look that up now.
That's all I did was put Comic Man Andy, and I think because I put spaces between Comic and Man and Andy, it added under what do you call those? The underscores.
Yes.
But I don't know if that's what you have to type in to find me. I'm still figuring all that out. And Friday at like 8:00, I'm gonna go live and probably just do like an hour. I think I'll put together 30 to 40 lots, something fun, something that's not like super labor intensive, just so I can get the idea and I can get the flow and I can have fun with it. Because my favorite thing about Whatnot is it takes the best part of a lot of different things, which means I can be really silly like I am on YouTube and have fun with the opening of an auction and then set up, because it's almost like a little bit of Twitch where it's going to take 5, 6, 7 minutes for a lot of people to start filtering in.
Mhm.
But a lot of Twitch streams run those opening stream will start in like 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. So
Mhm.
I'm going to kind of play with that idea and see where I can have fun with that, because the other really cool thing about Whatnot is it's a live stream, but it's not like being recorded or saved, is my understanding. There are no music copyright issues. I can pull up Spotify and play whatever playlist that everybody's jamming to and get everybody hyped up and pumped up in the auction, and we can have a blast with that. And there's no copyright issues. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So like, oh man, I can have a lot of fun with this. Like it takes a lot of the worry out of figuring out stuff like on YouTube. Like, is this a copyright? Am I going to get dinged for this? What can I actually do or show for a live auction? Like
Yeah.
Skeff's auction is a ton of fun, but we all kind of feel really limited in what we can do depending on the algorithm and depending on what they're going to find. Like, I would love to have live music playing in an auction all the time, but then there's always that issue to have to worry about.
Yeah. Or even just having something in the background. Like you could have like a movie. You could show the book and behind the book could be like, I don't know, like a Marvel or DC movie. StreamYard usually would pop that right off and then you're done on YouTube. But I like that idea a lot. I'm definitely going to check it out. If I'm not doing anything Friday night, man, I definitely want to pop in and kind of see it. And, I want to hear from experience. And that's like you said, that's all you got to do. If it's just you, go for an hour, make some money. And the thing is, you don't have to follow up with any of these people, right? It's they bid, they win, they pay, you ship.
Yep.
There's no contacting people like what we do, contacting them through eBay, email or Instagram and being like, hey, what's your shipping address? Hey, did you pay? Or here's my different ways to pay. Everything is all set up.
It takes all that out. And you know what it also removes? The non-paying bidder that came through and steamrolled me for Skeff's last auction. And I always give people the benefit of the doubt. And I'm like, all right, I'll trust you once and you take care of me and I'll take care of you. And this guy came through and bid up and bought 80%, committed to buying 80% of the lots that I brought up live, and then never followed through with anything, never responded.
Mhm.
And I think he blocked a couple of you guys. And I'm like, immediately messaged him like, all right, this is the due date on the payment. And then when he was getting close to that, I'm like, all right, there are other people that really want these books and I'm willing to cut them an even bigger offer than what you were bidding stuff up for. So either way, so everything's said and done. If you're on Whatnot and you're bidding, that means you have entered in all of your payment and contact information. So all of the work is done.
What did you end up? So you end up selling those other books?
Some of them. Some of them I moved on to other people that had purchased books from us in the auction, and I cut them a really good deal and added. Some of the other books were like, he kind of scared people away to the point where it's like, yeah, I don't really want that, and I don't want to pay that price. I'm like, I'm not looking for that. Just make an offer. And people were like, no, thanks, that's fine. And I'm like, all right. At the end of the day,
I was in the same boat. He bid a ton on the Star Wars lot, and I was excited to sell all that stuff, and then he didn't pay, and then. I said, listen, you and a bunch of other people were going back and forth. I was on the auction with you. I'm like, hey, this was your last bid. drop it. We dropped it a little bit, and I'm like, if you want it, you want it. If you don't have to take it.
At the end of the day, that's why I didn't buy that Star Wars lot from you, was because this had graders notes, and I was paying attention to this the whole time, and I eventually just put in a big overbid, and it landed about $40 to $50 more than what I was wanting it to end at. But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
with graders notes like that, just a couple of light bends. I mean, a lot of those Marvel books with the color rub issues and everything going on, and the edge rub issues.
Yeah.
9.8s in modern books, everybody just kind of assumes that everything modern, if it's clean and pressed, is going to come back 9.8. I don't know what the CGC census looks like for Darth Vader 3, but I'm willing to bet 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 9.4s and 9.6s are going to greatly outpace 9.8s on this book.
Yeah. I mean,
could
it
see
is a high print run, but it's look at it. It's a $500 book, first printing 9.8. When she pops up, it'll be a 4-digit 1K book in no time. So if you don't have a 9.8, and then it's going to go up and up, a 9.6 is the next best thing. You're still you still have it. If you want to sell it, you'll still make money.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Wow, it's been a fast 40 minutes. Thank you to the 30 people watching. I'm going to run out this chat, and that was the big announcement. I'm going to try out Whatnot. It's going to be this Friday at 8 p.m. Follow me on Whatnot, Comic Man Andy. Search me there, and I'll try to actually figure out if I can share the links and share that information, so then people don't have to try to find it. And I got a dog digging at my foot. Wow. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. I really like the idea of 1-minute auctions. Like, I've got a whole stack of Marvel 2-in-1 books that just need to go. Like 2 short boxes worth. I put 4 of those together. I start the auction for $1 or $2 and see where it goes, because those Marvel 2-in-1s are great reads.
Yeah, someone's going to want something, just try to put that run together. So even if you have more than, I'm excited, for you, Andy. I definitely think you got a lot of people that follow you. Just promote it well, and you'll do well.
That's the other thing for new people going through Whatnot, the indoctrination process is they actually help you schedule your first stream for when it's convenient for you, because they want to do a social media push behind you as well. They want their guys to have that time available to do a social media push on Instagram and other avenues, so that they're getting your information out and they're drawing the attention to Whatnot and to what you have going on and what you're bringing to the table, so that people at least are aware and get to see what you're bringing to the table, and if it's what they want to follow you for and want to keep coming back for.
Awesome.
So that was actually really cool.
I have so many slabs coming back. I would absolutely do this for like an hour. Just here's a slab, start at $1, see where it goes. Tons of stuff that could get sent out. Oh.
Well, the best part is once you preload some of that stuff, and you can run through an auction of like 40 items that start at $1 or 50 items that start at $1, whatever, lots of these, but you can do buy it now stuff on all of the big boy slabs that I haven't been able to move, and at least at least it gets eyes on that. You know what I mean? Because it's like some of these books were really hot, and then now it's like 6 months ago people were buying up everything. Now spending is definitely being trimmed to a degree.
Yeah,
at least that's the way I feel.
It's tough.
But I'm gonna hit up this chat again really quick, and then we'll close out. That clock just keeps ticking and keeps going faster and faster. We still got Goat 99 hanging out, man. Stoked for Afra than Ahsoka. Yeah, no, I love Ahsoka. I really love Ahsoka, and I love the copies of the book that we have, but I am absolutely with Goat 99 on this, and I'm way more excited to see Afra come to the screen. We've seen Ahsoka, and it's been great. We've lived that. Now that excitement moves on to Afra and where that could go. Stoutman, still here again. What up, peeps? December 1980. He's referring to the Star Wars 42.
That's the year, yes.
Yep. It's been a great day, X11. Even better now that we're all here hanging out. Big Will Comics said, always print 2, send 1, and save 1. He's talking about the CGC invoices, actually, which is a great idea, because I didn't realize that those drop after 6 months.
Oh, I got them all.
You've got them all. Yep.
Look at these are all my invoices at CGC or still waiting to get checked in.
Comic Book Therapy. What's up? My favorite name on YouTube, because comic books really are therapy. Big Will Comics stopping in saying hi. What's up, man? Absolutely. Can't afford 2 copies of only every few. Yeah, so that's in reference to the comic books when I didn't realize he was talking about the invoices. Seawater's hoping his copy comes back at least 9.6. He's sending one out to CGC next.
Nice.
3 months and waiting on 4 CGC books. That was pretty typical back in the day, but now that 3 months is stretching to 6. So buckle up, Luke, man. That's going to be a little while.
Yeah, 89 working days for Moderns right now.
Paul Dunn's going to ship some books out here soon, man. That is awesome. And yes, sniping on Whatnot is up to the seller. You can toggle it on. You can toggle it off. I've seen some really cool things with it off, but I think I've seen a lot more cooler situations with sniping actually set off the other way around, like I was trying to say. But Steve White, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Stoutman. Watch the auctions, but too pricey always for me. I will say that I've seen some people go crazy on Whatnot. And some of those auctions, like, yeah, I'd love to buy that book, but not at that price. So maybe next time. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Master of the Roadhouse review has arrived. I will find the little shops of goodness. Absolutely. Such an awesome venture. Yes. So X11's talking about Whatnot. There are only a handful of comic book sellers on there right now. They're pretty regular. They're pretty regular. I don't know. Oh, no, we're missing it right now. I was going to try to play double duty. 616 Comics has a live auction going on Whatnot right now, and that started at 8, and I forgot all about that. 616 Comics was going to put up some limited variants on there tonight. Hopefully that's going well for them.
I'm going to have to jump on that then. Let's see.
Yes. Type the underscore. Also, apparently there are underscores, so it's comic_man_Andy to find me on Whatnot. Interesting. Had I known that, I probably would have changed that. Maybe I can edit that and change it to just one string of words. Yes, no music violations is going to be badass. I bet Justin wishes he had Darth Vader 3. Do you think it's worth picking up the second and third prints? Yes, I do, Walter, because if you look at the first print of number 1 and say, we're going to round the number heavily, I'm paraphrasing. Let's say issue 1, let me raise that. The first printing, let's say it's like 65,000 copies. I think it's like 63 or 64, something like that. The second print's half of that, around 30, I think, 30 something. But that's funny is the second print is actually going for less than the first print, yet it has half the print numbers. It's, supply and demand. The demand isn't quite there, and the supply is a little bit higher. So maybe that book will eventually round out and catch a little bit more. But it's the third and the fourth print. They're really pricey. Yep. And the fourth print I picked up. The green one, the third print, I did not. I wish I would have. Hey, Carlito, what is good, man? Good to see you. Stanables, good to see you, man. Hello, friends. Thanks for stopping in, man. Dave still likes Ahsoka better. I'm not going to make that call until I see both of them on screen side by side. I don't know. But apples and oranges right now without Afra being on screen. Have to see your auction goes. I've considered joining Whatnot. Whatnot was really easy to join, even just to simply watch the auctions and hang out. Thanks, man. Great show. MailCall Monday, every Monday night. This is going to be a little bit longer form content, hanging out, so that it's a little more organic, a little more authentic when it's just a hangout. And then I can clip the unboxing segments and redrop those for the people that want to watch 6-7 minutes of unboxings. The Zombie Star, thanks for being here. Hey, guys, you think Scotty Young sick from CGC worth it? That depends entirely on the collector. What do you think, Justin?
Yeah, depending on the book. I absolutely. If I had some raw Kanan number 1 Scotty Young variants, I'd be sending it to Scotty to sign because I don't ever see him. So, and that's a cool cover. Sometimes it's sometimes it's either you want to do it because the cover's cool, or again, like I said, first appearance. So, Kanan number 1's a great book to have him sign on that variant.
Man, the Kanan run. I've been picking up the Kanan run too. I'm a little behind on that, but 12 is popping a little bit more now. I think 8's popping. No, never mind. I'm going to retract that. I can't remember. The numbers are getting jumbled in my head. Legend, what is up, man? Good to see you here. So is that the company that basically stole my idea, made it their own? Man, they beat you to the punch if that was the case. Awesome show. Thanks, Remy Q. Good to see you, man. Standables hanging out is fun. Yes. I always really focused on Mondays and Wednesday night being like 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes at the most. At the end of the day, coming back to a little bit longer form content is more enjoyable, and more people get to filter in and out. And then I get to have a lot more interactions with people in the community in this footprint than I can just trying to bounce to 70 or 80 or 100 other channels. So I get to see a lot more friends that I haven't seen on a regular basis. Would you do Scotty for Strange Academy?
Ooh, yes. It's a good one.
Pretty cool.
Definitely
yeah.
a couple good Marvel ones to do.
Yeah. I think I only got the first prints of those. I was sleeping on that stuff too. Either way, man. That's Mail Call Monday. It's coming up, creeping up on an hour already. Justin, man, where can people find you? What do you have going on? What kind of news you got for us?
Tuesday nights, you can find me on Lords of the Long Box channel on YouTube. Also, predominantly, I am on the Comic-Con podcast. That is on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor FM. Follow me, Nemesis_Prime on Instagram, and in there is my link to the podcast. We drop podcasts every Friday morning for your listening pleasure to drive to work with myself and Milton the Manimal. So that's all I have. Thanks so much for letting me jump in here and chat with you.
Dude, you said, yeah, let me hop in there. I'm like, absolutely, because Dr. Afra unboxing.
And I didn't even know. I had no idea. So it's just so funny that it's right up my alley for both. Something is Killing the Children and the Darth Vader book.
And a 9.6 with Graders notes, that just doesn't happen very often. So when you were like hopping in, I'm like, absolutely, here's the link. Let's do this really quick. But JLS, did you get here at the end of the show? Yes, you did. That's okay. Catch the rewind. And like I said, I'm going to work to clip the unboxing into smaller form content. So be sure that if you've got that notification rung or stop back in at any point, it's a new segment. It's my comic in a box, and it's got that good old fun Justin Timberlake image. It's kind of just a hilarious pun.
Yeah,
everything I do seems to be a pun lately. It's just whatever. But I like clipping those shorter ones for the people that don't have an hour to hang out or aren't available to filter in and filter out and say hi. But yes, go. Thanks, man. Best thing on the Monday so far. Mondays are terrible. Mondays are always terrible. So let's break that up with some unboxing and some fun, right?
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. We appreciate it. Yes, absolutely. Thanks for hanging out, X11, man. Good to see you again. So yeah, that was it. Where can you guys find me? You guys can find me here every Monday. On Tuesdays, you can find me on Simpleman's Comics channel for the weekly comic news that they've got going on. That's live tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. And then Wednesday, you can find me here for New Comic Book Day. Thursday, I'll be dropping some of that edited content. Fridays are probably going to be my Whatnot live streams now. So that's gonna be a pretty steady week. And I'll always make the rounds through YouTube hanging out. And like Tuesday nights, now it's like I'm going to have to catch Lords on the rewind right after Brian's show for doing that. Because I didn't think anything about it when he said, yeah, you wanted to come on at 9 o'clock? And I'm like, I usually reserve 9 o'clock Tuesday nights to sit and watch Lords and hang out and check that out. So I'll have to pull double duty and watch on one screen and be on the live show on the other.
There you go.
But thanks everybody for hanging out. That's Mail Call Monday. Those are two incredible packages. Better than the packages my wife usually gets. Wait, what? I'm going to go peace out. I'm going to go pinkies out. I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side for the next video. Remember the most important part all day, every week. Cue it up.
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
Excuse me while I change. The roller boogie has made me sweaty. Yeah, sweaty. I love gold. I love gold.
I have a package for you.